camera here in a second, but welcome. I'm getting ready to unbox and put away some of the vast amounts of mess that I've got in here. And since I like to do my unboxings with you guys, sorry for the weird halo effect the 2-year-old had to my phone today. Um, but yeah, so join me as I unbox a bunch of candles and stuff. All right, there we go. I'm getting it in the ring light, and then I will turn the ring light on. Maybe. I can remember how my ring light is. There it is. Oh, there. There we go. That's bright and pretty. There we go. Anyway, so I thought I would talk today while I was doing my unboxing about Haven, who is our Focus Friday this week, as part of the redoing and revamping and expanding of the whole Mission Inc. everything. We're not changing things so much as just sort of streamlining everything, just to make it a little bit more, I guess comprehensive is the right word. But we our goal is always to have things accessible to you guys. I feel like the worlds are vivid and alive and all those kinds of things, right? We want you guys to feel like you can dive into the story, be a part of them. I know I've talked before about how Craig and I come from a role-playing background, and as part of that, we know how fun it can be to feel like you belong in a world, and that's what we want to build here. So I decided to sort of change my approach towards Focus Fridays because I didn't really feel like they were accomplishing what I wanted them to accomplish. So we're shaking things up a little bit with that. What's the right way to put how I'm feeling about what we're doing now? Basically, I had Craig go through all of the books and sit there and say, okay, this is one of the new candles that we got. This is a Pine Barrens Toast, 100% beeswax candle. They are beautiful. And this is one of the really substantial ones. It's got a real good weight. Beautiful. It's an acorn, as you can see. I got to figure out how I'm going to get everything in the boxes, but I'm definitely thinking my bigger candles are going to go in this guy, this guy here, and maybe the littler candles will go over here in this guy. We'll just have to see. But so I had Craig create me a list of approved characters. The TOS universe is so huge that this is the old man. These are some of the new Pine Barrens. So again, 100% beeswax, crafted in New Jersey. Absolutely love them. Hi guys, I'm home today, so I can actually kind of keep an eye on chat. Anyway, so I had Craig make me a list of approved characters. Eventually, I'll get past that part. And then I put them all into a wheel, and I spin the wheel every week. And at some point, I will figure out how to make the wheel visible for everybody so you all can watch it happen. This one's another acorn. This week it landed on Haven, which was kind of hilarious to me because Haven was our Focus Friday right before Christmas. And I actually don't think I got the socials out about him before Christmas. This is another old man. There's another acorn. So right now I have 5 acorns in stock. I have 5 old men in stock. I have 5 skep hives in stock, and I have 5. I have 5 of a bunch of the other ones too. The animals and stuff. I've got a few more of the tapers from Pine Barrens. But that's just corn, and that's not going to sit there. You don't want to smash them. You don't want them to get damaged. So what we're going to do is kind of shove him over. Oh no. Okay. There we go. Step pipes can go up here. I'll show you guys the step pipes in just a second. This is the other old man. Cool. I think I'll end up putting ravens in there. So the step pipes, these are adorable. Look at this little guy. Now, not particularly huge, this one, but again, 100% pure beeswax, made by Pine Barrens, Coast to New Jersey. They're handmade here in the USA. I love them. I absolutely love them, and I love the way they smell. They smell incredible because they're made out of real beeswax. And that smell is just, if you've never smelled it before, real beeswax is sort of, it's very floral while at the same time being very industrial, which is a crazy combination, but it makes perfect sense if you think about it because these are wildly industrial. So we're going to put, I'm not going to put it in that coffee. I think we can put them down here. Whoop, there. Anyway, so Haven won the spin of the wheel this week. And so I am going to be talking about Haven here in a couple of minutes. Before I do that, I want to let everybody know the shop is up and rolling, and we do have a special springtime market coming in the spring. I'm going to put all of the papers, all the different types of papers I've got down here. We do have a special market coming in the spring, and it's the Springtide Revelers Market. The Springtide Revelers will be wandering in to the Tangled Streets with all of their spring-themed merchandise. These are beautiful paper pears by Pine Barrens. Absolutely lovely. I believe they're 10 inches. But yeah, no, totally stunning. Absolutely beautiful. I have orders for these that I have to fill this week. If you subscribe to the channel, you see the packing videos for those. But I think I got 6 of the full-size papers, and then of course, 6 of the full-size papers, and then of course I have the chimes, which are 6 inches, I think, and the celebrations, which are nice little 4-inch, almost like birthday candles. They're very, very cute. Now, one of the most exciting things, and we ran this for Merch Monday this last week. Put this one over here. One of the most exciting things that we got this week, those are not this box here. Might be this box here. It's the new year. I've been spending more time over with Craig in his office, and so my office is kind of falling apart a little bit. Yeah, these are them. So we grabbed one of the new items from Azizi Life. Look at these beautiful, absolutely gorgeous little boxes. These are hand-woven banana leaf boxes from Beautiful Creations in Rwanda. So this is an Azizi Life product, handmade in Rwanda. And we have votives in these. We have red votives and natural beeswax votives. We actually bought out the whole storefront on these. We were so excited to see these in the store. And of course, one of my favorite items, the acacia wood coffee scoop. I love Azizi Life stuff. You can see here on the coffee scoop the name of the artisan who made it. I love this stuff. These coffee scoops just, there's something so enchanting about these. Absolutely love them. That's my Disney stuff right there. That's lifting stuff. I am terrible at like flipping box tops inside and out. Okay, so these should be the other easy life symbols. Oh, before I do that, so let me show you. So this is my sample. This I believe is a red one. And you undo the banana leaf box and look at these beautiful little buildings. Beeswax, cotton wick, handmade in Rwanda by a DB Life artisan from Beautiful. And they float. I was told I should probably demonstrate that they float, but that would require getting water and showing you guys. Um, you know what? Let me see if I've got something on hand that I can grab to show you guys how they float. I don't know if I do, so everything right now is just a complete disaster. What do I? Okay, I found a bowl. All right, I found a bowl so that I can show you guys how the candles float. All right, 1 second. Here it is. A bowl of water. All right. They float. I have been told. I guess we'll see, won't we? I haven't tested it. They do float. Look at that. It is floating. That is absolutely stunning. Anyway, I love these. I find them to be just beautiful. I am blown away by the quality of everything we get from a DB Life. And they were our merch Monday this last week, which means they were on sale. They're not now. But they're also not terribly expensive. I think the box of 4 in its little banana leaf gift box there is 1 second, I'm looking for a towel. Anyway, I think the box of 4 is $16, $17, maybe $18. Just beautiful. So drying this one off. And again, I have them in red and I have them in natural beeswax, totally uncolored, that beautiful natural yellow color that comes from pollen. And if you want to learn more about Azizi Life, I'm happy to do kind of like a spotlight on them. They are one of, like I said, one of my favorite vendors. How is she gonna put these guys back in the box? Sorry. Because that will make them a little bit easier to move around. I wish they had divided them up a little bit better. I kind of got them in a jumble, and I'm not sure which ones are red and which ones are yellow, but that's easy enough to discover. So, yeah. So those are those guys. I'm going to leave this guy out because he's going to go in a different box. And then we are going to set this box back here right now. Ooh, go over there. Good. All right, and then we have more papers. Now these are our twisted papers. These are also from Azizi Life. Love these also. I'll show you one of them before I get them into the box here. Or I'll show you a set. They come automatically in a set of 3. And I showed these in one of my previous unboxings. Look at these. Aren't they beautiful? Again, by Beautiful. Just the card that explains what they're doing. So this beeswax yellow. Oh, that one's broken. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh no. You know what? Sometimes stuff happens in shipping. Oh well. Nothing to be done about it. Anyway, as you can see, right? Just beautiful. Beautiful. I love them. I find them to be just stunningly beautiful. Um, I'm actually going to check a couple of these because it looks like those are cracked. Also, I wonder if they got cold, actually. Oh, no, it looks like it might be a maker's mark sort of thing. Like they're, a forged handle. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. As long as they're not sticking and cracking. That's what we care about, right? We care that they're in good shape. This one, just to show you guys the difference in why I'm still going to pull this one. So see how this one has some horizontal cracks. So I'm going to take this one out of circulation because I don't want to accidentally give this to somebody and have them get cracked candles that then when they try to take it out of the packaging and put it in a candlestick holder, it falls apart. So these are the kinds of cracks that are no good. But these vertical ones, these more vertical ones here, these are a pouring mark. So I'm not as concerned about those. These are not as structural weakness. That's just how they were made. And we don't discriminate on the basis of how you were made here. We also don't discriminate on the basis of how you were broken, but, I can't sell broken candles. I suppose I probably could, but I'm not going. I'm not that kind of merchant. So we'll check all of these out. These all look, oh, wait, there's a structural crack. Okay, oh, man. That's a bummer. Okay. Sometimes I think it ships me. The shipping companies are so rough with them. Ugh, that one looks good. Oops, there we go. I had a box of pomegranate um, seedlings shipped to me not too long ago, and they came FedEx. And so, in my opinion, in my experience, normally with FedEx, goods are handled fairly well. And they said fragile. They said everything they needed to stay on them. This is one of the things I love about all natural things. Notice the color on this is different, lighter. That means these bees were visiting different flowers with a different color pollen. Isn't that crazy? Um. Anyway, so my poor pomegranate, FedEx delivered them at night. Didn't notify me, and it was cold out. And then I got out there to the box to pick them up to bring them inside, and the top was fresh, and they had clearly just like the woman who shipped them to me said it best. She said it's like they literally used them as soccer balls. It was absolutely crazy. Um, I was woefully and wildly unimpressed with the state that the plants arrived in. Through no fault at all of the vendor who sent them to me. It was entirely the fault of FedEx and how they chose to handle my packages. Very disappointed in them. Um, anyway, so now we've done this entire time. All I've done is talk about candles. And I haven't talked about Haben at all. So let me talk for a minute about Haben. Haben is one of the characters from the Tales of Shodafa book series. And he is, keep the camera over just for a second. Don't get motion sick on me. Uh, he is one of the very important characters, actually. He becomes very important in the future and is still important even in the beginning. Um, so One second. Everything's falling apart. Everything's falling apart. Haven, what to say about this? Haven is old. Haven is very, very old. It's sort of a running joke. There's two running jokes with Haven. One of them he constantly perpetuates himself, and that is ostensibly Haven is blind. Whether or not this is actually true, nobody's entirely sure because he looks blind, and sometimes he behaves blind. This is one of the morals from Pine Barrens Post. Nice size. I always like to throw this one off. But since I'm getting them all packaged away in the little boxes while I talk to you, I'm going to throw them off, you know? Anyway, so Haven. Ostensibly blind, definitely seems like he might be blind. Sometimes certainly is genuinely blind. These are the Chime papers. Again, maybe a 5-inch paper candle. They've got a 4-hour burn time, 2-hour burn time. It's on the shop what their burn time is. He loves to crack jokes about it. He'll say things that there should be no reason he should be saying them because if he's blind, he shouldn't be able to see it. And he'll say something about it, and then he'll go, wait a minute. How do I know that? I can't see. I'm blind. And it makes everybody just want to scream. And sometimes they want to punch him in the face. Haven is extraordinarily old and extraordinarily wealthy. And in Shulgotha, wealth and vampires, I say a lot. There's 3 races in Shulgotha. You've got your shifters, your vampires, and your Grigori, your Ichibai and Sukubai. Each of them embodies one of the vices of humanity. Shifters, the vices, right? Sex, money, and power. Shifters embody the lust of power. Vampires embody the lust of money, and Grigori embody the lust of lust, right? So it's not particularly surprising that Haven is outrageously wealthy, nor is it surprising that one of his life goals is to be one of the wealthiest people in the realm. What is surprising to some extent is that he hasn't accomplished it yet. At the time that the first book series, the first epoch of books, the Prince epoch, is underway, this is our little turtle. And I have to pack some of these guys up today to ship out with some of my new shipping supplies. I'm very excited. And he's a little guy. He has a 4-hour burn time. Very cute. I adore this one. During the Prince epoch, Haven's very powerful. He kind of runs sort of a smuggler sort of market underground. In Nazarene, away from the watchful and dangerous eyes of Abaddon. Those are all turtles. And then let's see here. This is a larger one. I wonder if this is the hawk. This is a pine cone. These pine cones are gorgeous. Just look at that. The detail, the depth. It's a good size. It's one of those things where he recognizes he's in a precarious situation. Not that everyone is in a precarious situation. Abaddon is volatile. Abaddon is powerful, and Abaddon may be going mad. It's dangerous to exist. It's dangerous for anyone to exist, and it's certainly dangerous to exist if Abaddon finds out that you might be working against him in any capacity. That's another moral. So Haven takes the risk, right, running the Undercity. He takes the risk promising people he can give them what they want. Especially because people come to him sometimes with desires that they probably shouldn't. Desires that it may be wiser for him to let the throne know. But why would he let the throne know about things that he could monetize, right? So he plays a very, very dangerous game. Free animal. Beautiful, stunning. Um, the goal in Shilgatha during the Prince era for most people is stay alive. For Haven, it's make money. So, he has to weigh the risks of what will make him money against the risks of what could get him sick. Um, as with anything like that, he's the only one who can determine the value, right? So, the tree's not going to sit there. And the trees also have to lay down. Well, where are we going to? We might not have enough room for everything. Oh, no. That's immoral. You know what I need to do is I need to just label these and put got to do a sticker. Because if I do permanent marker, it might leak through onto the wax. I have so many. I just need to buy candles. Anyway. Really don't know what else to say about Haven. Other than that, what's this one? I know I showed you guys most of these already, but now I'm curious. Oh, a snail. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's a good sized one. But so cute. Because it's little. So cute. Anyway. So yeah. Honest to God. I think that's all I can tell you guys about Hayden. Because without Craig here to tell me, stop talking about stuff. You're going to give stuff away. I don't want people to know that part yet. I'm afraid I'm going to tell you guys spoilers. Craig gets awfully grumpy with me when I tell spoilers. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to finish this project up and keep your eyes peeled because I am going to do some packing videos here in a little bit. And as always, love you guys. Hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys are having a great January. And yeah, looking forward to another year with all of you. Bye.